Tour pro Brandon Wu has played in over 100 PGA Tour events, so clearly he has what it takes to compete against the world's best golfers on some of the country's toughest golf courses. But the question we have is, what would a tour pro like Brandon shoot on a regular public golf course just like the ones you and I play every week? Today, we're gonna put him on our tee box to find out. Most importantly though, we're going to be talking through every shot with Brandon to better understand his strategy and see what we can learn to make our own game even better. Now, let's head over to the first tee and kick this off.
All right, first hole, dog leg left. Notice you don't have the driver, so what's the play here?
Yeah, so I was looking, that first bunker to reach on the right is about 245. I hit this 5-wood probably 240, so you know, it's not super long of a hole. I was thinking just put something in the fairway. Wind's a little bit off the left, dog leg left. I don't really turn it to the left that well. So yeah, I think put something in the fairway. I should have a scoring club then.
Love it. All right, here we go. So last time we shot this challenge here at Spook Rock, we did it with James Nicholas. He started out rough, but he ended up 6 under.
Oh, really?
Okay. You were 6 under at Mansion Ridge last time you did this challenge. So yeah. I see you there in the bunker. Yeah, at least we see it, so let's see what happens.
I got 123 to the flag, so I pulled a pitching wedge at a 52. The lie looks pretty good, so probably, I think I'll hit the pitching wedge.
Okay.
Looks like I'm in someone's divot, so.
Great. I'll be on it. Let's go, baby. Yeah, dude, nice shot.
Thank you.
What a recovery there. I mean, we all know it. One of the hardest shots in the game is those long fairway bunker shots. And I don't know how he still managed to stop it dead where it landed. So he's got a birdie putt on the first hole. Let's go. Brandon, you're playing all over the world. Like, greens are obviously wildly different. It's your first time playing this course. So the first time playing a course, what are you looking for in the greens?
I think obviously, probably 2 most important things are the speed, just getting used to the speed, but also the grain. You know, grasses have lots of grain or very little grain, so I think that can affect the break and it can affect the speed quite a bit, so I think that's something to pay close attention to. My first reaction is these are not super grainy. I think in the Northeast, these tend to be some of the least grain we'll see, which I actually really prefer. But these look really nice. They look pretty pure, and I can tell there's quite a bit of pitch on this one, so I'm glad I'm putting uphill on this.
That's right. All right. Didn't fall down as much as we thought there. All right, missed the birdie, but he made the par there. And I tell you, I know we're also asking a lot. We've got cameras in his face. We've got drones hovering over his head. But it's kind of funny, like some of these guys, like you never know what you're gonna face out there playing competitively. And they like to practice like this where you have distractions, where you have things like that, because you never know what you're gonna run into with crowds and things like that when you're playing out on the tour. So it's actually, you know, at least what I've been told is that it's a good mental practice to do this.
I think today with good drives, almost all the par 5s, I think, yeah, definitely all the par 5s are gettable in 2. So what's the play here? How much do you have left?
Yep, so I have 183 to the pin. We took a brief look. It's pretty much in the middle of the green. I think it's playing a little bit uphill and I'm on a slight upslope, so I'm gonna take a little bit more club. I'm gonna try and hit a soft 6-iron and pretty much get to take it right at it because I think it's in the middle there.
Love it. All right. You missed the green?
It's like left center of the green.
Nice, okay, sweet.
Go.
Oh, he had the idea. So hit a little bit more. Good bird.
Thank you.
All right, 1 under. 3rd hole here at Spook Rock. Growing up playing this course, 3rd hole is the one that we always tried to go for the green. It's a drivable short par 4, but this is where the pros are so smart. This is why they score so well. He saw that it was feastable, but he saw the water that was 290 on the right. So he said it instead. He's got a long club with him. So I don't know if he's gonna switch it to the 3-wood at the end, but initially he said 4-iron, just give him 100 yards in. And that's the way these guys think. I love it, so brilliant. He should be in great shape. What a shot, great shot.
Thanks.
Do you find it's difficult to play without your caddy, or do you just go into your zone when you're like on the road or a home game, buddies? Is it like a different feel for you, or?
Yeah, I think It's probably actually a good exercise. Like, you really have to, on a course like this, where I don't really know where we're going, and on that specific tee shot, you couldn't really see the fairway. You got to just pick a target and be really committed to it. Because, you know, you could be thinking, oh, what if I go right? What if I go left? But I think that's where you run into trouble. So this is a great exercise in picking a target and sticking with it and just trying to hit it at it, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Snapped.
Okay, yardage and club, what do you got?
So I have it 170, playing 174 with the slope. So I think I'm a little bit between my 7 and 8. I think I'm gonna go with the soft 7.
Okay.
Just gives me slightly more room to work with if I miss it a little bit.
Good looking ball there. Okay. You said something interesting earlier where you said you're not really turning the ball well right now. Like, is that, would you consider a weakness of your game, or?
Yeah, I think it's mostly with the longer clubs. Like, I can work it both ways with the irons, but the woods I usually am hitting the cut and just don't.
You just run with it, or are you trying to correct that?
It's always something you're working on the range, because let's say I'm hitting cuts on the golf course and then all I'm working on is hitting cuts. I'm just going to get really steep and swing far to the left. So, you know, it's nice to balance it out. And
there's nothing wrong with having both in your bag. All right, I'm going to give you a look of the green here, because the 5th hole at Spook Rock is like everyone's favorite blow-up hole. They all try to hit driver through this field goal post.
Yes.
And I have buddies, they do it all the time. They put it to where that guy is. That's all great and good, but you know, but you're the caliber who could do that, but I doubt that's your game. So you see the green over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I might take a look at well, we'll see how far it is from the back, but
okay.
we just talked about not being able to draw it. So.
Yeah. So you're thinking about it, huh?
So yeah, I'm just curious how far it is. It's like to probably 87 front, which I think I could get to. I think I'll bring the driver and just see what kind of angle I have at the green, and yeah,
that sounds good. Okay. You see that right there? See where it opens up? That's kind of the hole.
Over there? Yeah.
It's not a big window, but
I think it's a little too high.
Any type of good height will get there.
I don't know, what would people rather see, you think? Well, I'm happy to hit driver. What do you?
You know what? I say if you're happy to hit driver, let's do it.
All right, let's hit driver.
That could be perfect. I mean, I just hope that you didn't go over the green, but just look too good.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Well done.
Stop it, man. I thought that was in. There you go.
Well done.
I noticed you didn't even bring your rangefinder out there. 49, 56, 55, you didn't care. You were just dialed in out there?
Yeah, I felt like I think anything inside of 60-ish yards, it feels like a pitch, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to go up and take a look, get a sense of how far it was, and then kind of just a feel shot. So
Feel shot.
Yeah, glad I hit a good one. Oh, easy.
Okay, yep.
I didn't even see it.
Just in the right rough.
So this being another one of those par 5s, this is going to be another scoring opportunity, of course, that he has to take advantage of. However, this hole does have a tricky green that is super protected. So depending on how long this shot is going to be for his second shot into the green, he's going to have to consider that, because you don't want to end up with one in the drink here.
I mean, I'm digging the clubs. Let's do a quick what's in the bag. What are you rocking here?
Yeah, so driver is a GT3 by Titleist. I have the Tour AD by Graphite Design in my driver. 3-wood and 5-wood, I use Titleist. They're the GT1, which I think is a fairly new head, but I really like them. I've got a 2-iron in the bag. I'm not using it today, but that is the new 250 head, T250, and that's been great. Put a graphite shaft in there, and gives me a little extra speed and a little extra height. The irons, I use the T100s. Use the Nippon Modus 130s. I like a little heavier shaft. I think it feels the club a little bit better. The wedges, I use the Vokey SM10s. I do 46, 52 turned down to 51, a 56, and then a 60 bumped up to 61. I think the 60 you're mostly just chipping with instead of hitting full swing wedge shots, so I like to have just a little bit more loft around the greens, and that helps me. And then my putter is a 009 prototype by Scotty Cameron. I've used something very similar to this for a long time, and this one has 7 degrees of loft. I like to press my hands a little bit forward when I putt, so we thought maybe give myself a little bit more loft, and yeah, so that's been working decent.
How many Scotties do you have in your arsenal?
You know, I actually counted maybe a little while ago, I think around 15 or so, and
Nice.
I think 11 or 12 of them look exactly the same, so.
Everybody's favorite. Yeah, good stuff, man. Did that get up?
I couldn't tell.
Me neither. I didn't see any big major splashes. We shall see.
So I found my ball. It was plugged in the mud, so unplayable, and I'll have to take it from behind the hazard. So a little greedy, probably should have just tried to hit my 4-iron a little harder and get it over the green.
I tell you, I got to give a shout though. I mean, Spook Rock, this is a place that gets a lot of rounds of golf, especially right now, peak summer. There's people here playing every day, and this place is in great shape. I mean, you look at the fairways, the greens. I think that can be one of the trickiest things for some of these tour pros. They come from playing the world's best golf courses that roll true. They get these very predictable lies in the fairway, and then they go play a public course, and conditionally it might be a big change for them. But here, so far, I mean, this place, we've played here before, and I've actually never even seen it look this good. It's pretty dialed, so no excuses.
So first real mistake of the day. I know you probably want to take that 4-iron back, but what do you do as a golfer, as a professional golfer, when that happens? Is it real short memory, just forget about it, move on? Or are you thinking about it, or?
Yeah, I think you have to. It's easy to think about it. It's easy to lament yourself and be like, well, I should have done this or should have done that. And but yeah, I mean, we're already on the next hole. Like, we got to keep going, and you got to keep hitting good shots and trying to score as best you can. So you got to just do your best to forget about it.
Thinking enough room to get it up?
Yeah, I think I'm shooting the back. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I pretty much have a perfect window here, so I think I got pretty lucky.
Stop it. Great shot. These guys are just built differently. It's insane, you know. I'm hitting every tree limb, every branch, everything. It's nuts. Ah, so close. All right, another par. How would you rate the round so far for you, game-wise?
You know, I actually quite like how I'm hitting it.
Okay.
I don't think I've made as many putts as I would like. I feel like I'm rolling it decent, but a few of them just haven't gone in. I think it's good to be able to distinguish if you're hitting good putts and they're not going in versus you're hitting bad putts and they're not going in. So, yeah, I feel like if I can
That's a good point.
dial in a couple good reads, I'll make a couple putts.
Might have to get some food at the turn. Don't know what the play is going to be today, but had a hot dog yesterday. Can't have 2 hot dogs 2 days in a row. Just doesn't, it's not good for the old body. So maybe a protein bar, chicken sandwich. I'm probably going to get a hot dog. Good shot there. Get in. Let's go. Let's go, big birdie there. I see you're just like running things through your mind here, Brandon. What's up?
Yeah, I was wanting to hit driver, but I think this tree kind of blocks my angle to the green out a little bit. I was just shooting some stuff like how far to go through, how far to cover the water and into the fairway on this right side, and ended up with 3-wood in my hand. I think that's kind of should leave me, I don't know, some sort of short wedge if I can hit the fairway, so I think this is a good play.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, it's something totally different seeing it in person, whether it's like this or if you like attend a PGA Tour event versus on TV. You just can't quite get a perspective unless you're there of just how low these guys flight their wedges. Just trusting the amount of spin that they get to stop them. Something about on the TV cameras, you never quite can judge that height. But when you see it in person like this, it really, it shows you something that you're not used to seeing. And when you're out there playing on tour, how much of the read is you and the caddy?
So I pretty much read them myself. I honestly think the trickiest ones are some of the straighter putts, because that's when you're like, is it going right? Is it going left? I think that's when I would need some help, and sometimes I'll call my caddy in. And I'm just curious what he's seeing, you know? If I'm leaning one way or the other, if he sees, I think it's going right, then I'll probably put that into account. But I also think it's important before you hit the putt to trust your read and what you feel, because if you don't want to be not committed, you might as well hit something that you believe in.
True.
Even if it's wrong.
Good shot.
You got it.
That looked good from here.
All right, sitting down, water in front. What's the game plan?
Yeah, I think here's a great chance to learn from my mistake earlier in the round. Gonna try not to hit it in the water. I think should be able to just take a slightly more conservative line out to the right. Then I'll have plenty of green to work with. I know it's gonna launch a little bit low off the downslope and out of the rough. So yeah, try to aim out to the right and get a little height under it.
Get over. Oh, get up. Up and out.
Got up.
All right. Just off the right side in the rough. A lot of green to work with. I like it. Even on these hot, sweaty, steamy, like 90 plus days, he still, you know, he paces it off. He goes through the same routine no matter what. You heard him before. 1 foot putt or 300-yard drive, it's all counts towards the same score. So that's like the best tip I've learned so far out here. I'm definitely going to put that into play during my next round. Playing partners might kill me, but whatever. I like that a lot. Settle there. All right, good shot. Brandon, if that sand patch wasn't there, are you still hitting it that high?
I think so. It actually framed the shot a little bit where I was like, well, I know I have to cover this little bunker. Reminded me of Riviera.
Yeah,
and,
Riviera. That's great.
Nice.
All day.
Short par 4, what are you looking for?
So there's a bunker about 215-ish out there, so I needed to hit something that definitely covers that. I just have 5 wood. I hit this about 240, 245, so should comfortably cover that, leave me 70, 80 yards hopefully.
Oh, way right.
Okay, a little tree trouble or what?
Yeah, this tree is definitely in the way. Thinking of getting a little spooky and trying to go over and around it, but I know this green is quite severe back to front, so I just don't want to be past it. That makes me not want to go under this tree because it's harder to control your distance that way. So I'm thinking of hitting something just towards the front of the green, and if I cover the trees and it gets on the front, great, and if not, it's just a little bit short and can pitch up.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Little thick, a little heavy.
This is where, like I said, Brandon really shined last time we played, is that if it was me in that greenside bunker, I would be getting out of here with bogey at best. It's where he saves it. So let's see if he can save it, get up and down, get out of here at no worse than par, and stay on track to hopefully get to that -6 number.
Go in. Oh, I thought he was gonna drop it in. I told you guys.
What a shot.
Take that shot 10 times. How many times are you doing that?
Man, it's very impressive for where he was. Great save.
All right, Brandon, this is the shortest par 3 we're gonna see today. What you fired at and what's the play? I see that back pin.
I have 160 to the pin. I think it's a little bit downwind, and I have my 9-iron. It's pretty similar to one of the previous par 3 yardages, so I think if I just hit a full 9, there shouldn't be too much of a threat to go long where it could be a quick putt, so I think this is a perfect club.
Okay. Flared it out a little bit.
Now, did I see, did you go no tee?
Yeah, I didn't tee it
I
up.
want to talk about. So yeah, is that always on par 3s or just?
I would say most par 3s. If I need a little bit extra, I'll tee it up.
Yeah.
But I was trying not to go long there, so I didn't tee it up. But Yeah, so I just put it on the ground.
Just on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, most of our iron shots are off the ground anyway,
Right.
so it's not crazy. And you can pick yourself a perfect lie. So.
True, true. And I know sometimes you end up teeing a little too high, you get a little too high on the face.
Yeah.
Right?
And I just don't like the idea that I could catch it really good, the spin comes down and it fly forever, so.
Right.
But yeah, so I like just giving myself a good lie in the fairway.
Okay. This one where you'd almost rather it went in the bunker because of your stance, or how are you gonna get a stance on this?
I think it's actually all right. I can just kind of put it in the back of my stance, but yeah, I think I got fortunate. I think the bunker might have been a little bit easier, but this is not too bad.
Oh, all right, now he's got a testy one coming back.
So you're getting a lot of education just off that too with for your putt now, right?
Yeah. I saw it move pretty good to the left, so I know this will go pretty good to the right on my way back.
Oh.
All right, we gave one back.
Tough putt. So pretty straight away, par 4. I don't know if you can see the flag from where you're at.
Maybe a little bit, the tip.
Yeah.
Okay, straight.
It's just narrow.
Yeah,
it's straight. There are some bunkers you may want to get the number on GPS.
Okay.
I don't know what's in play for him there.
That should be great.
Okay, perfect.
All right, pin high. Birdie look.
I think the biggest challenge here obviously has been the putting. No shortage of birdie looks for Brandon out here today. But at the end of the day, I mean, even on the tour, I think the make percentage from 10 feet is, less than, certainly less than 20%.
All right, final par 5 of the day. Seems pretty wide open, right?
Yeah, I think, just driver straightaways for the most part, and then hopefully get on in 2 and have a good look at birdie.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's gonna set him up nice.
That's gonna set him up real nice.
Carries the bunker, getting some good rollout.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, go zone.
Okay. I mean, you don't always go after pins, right? You are a middle of the fairway guy sometimes when you have to be, when you see things like that.
I actually think one of the biggest differences playing casual golf versus tournament golf is how close the pins are to the sides of the greens. Like, we'll rarely see more than 4 steps off the side. Like today, I feel like most of the pins have been fairly center, which, then you can be pretty aggressive towards the pin, but when we're playing pro tournaments, it's usually 3, 4, or 5 off the edge, so then you got to really think about which side you want to miss on, and hopefully not on the short side.
Yeah.
So this putt's, I would guess, just under 40 feet, pretty much uphill the entire way and breaking right to left. Just kind of walked around to get a general sense of the lay of the putt and maybe around the hole. I think it's good to just know, like, if I hit it 5 feet by, is there a ridge that's gonna make it run away or anything crazy like that? But on this putt, not really, so should be pretty straightforward. And at this distance, you're just trying to get the right speed going and get it close. Go.
You left it below it. Nice.
Good birdie.
Nice. Second at Pebble, man. Do you like that course? You must love that.
That was my favorite. I've had so many good memories there.
Must have played there a lot in college, right?
We actually didn't really play there in college, but we did play there USAM, I think the year before I graduated. But then I played the US Open there right after.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually during graduation. So I what was the story? Like, graduation is on US Open Sunday, and playing the US Open down at Pebble Beach, I made the cut and I missed graduation for US Open Sunday. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Did they just mail you the diploma?
No, they actually did they kind of made a little graduation ceremony for me. They had Stuart Francis, who is a Stanford GSB alum, present me my diploma right after I walked off the 18th green. So that was a pretty memorable graduation experience.
Get out of here, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
You mentioned you played with Dustin Johnson at that US Open.
Yeah.
When you're kind of fresh, just kind of coming out to the tour and stuff like that, how much do you kind of pick up and learn from some of the veterans? Like, DJ has been on tour for 10 years now. Are you like learning stuff, or is it just you're playing your own game?
Yeah, I think the most beneficial days at a tournament like that when I was that age are definitely the practice rounds. Like getting to play with some of those guys where they're a little bit looser and seeing what they're doing during the practice rounds. Like, I think I played that week with Sergio in one of the practice rounds, and he was kind of hitting it not great, I think, not as good as he can, and then he actually played pretty well that week, so it was interesting to see, you know, like, all right, he's not playing his best in the practice round, but he's able to turn it on for the tournament, knows exactly where to hit it, has a really great knowledge of what he's got that day, and able to just score. So I think that was a pretty cool learning experience.
All right, just a quick little scoring update. We have 2 holes to go. Brandon is 3 under. So we have a par 3 and then a par 4. Both pretty tricky holes. You've got an uphill par 3 here that'll play probably, it says 164, but it's probably 185 with the slope. For us, you know, 6 iron, maybe 5 iron for some of us, but Brandon was hitting 9 irons, like 160.
Okay. All right, so he's about pin high, about 10, 12 feet left. Very similar to the putt we had on the last hole. Let's see if he can get this one in. I'm not worried about him giving one back. I know he's not 3-putting from there, that's for sure. It's just a matter of this one drops or not. So he may be able to pick up another stroke here. Oh, burned
So
it.
close.
Burned the edge.
All right, one to play. All right, as we approach the 18th, a fun little game I like to play. We didn't do this last time, and I probably know the answer to this. I'm actually gonna guess the answer before you tell it to me. There's a shot you can get back today. I'm gonna guess the 4 iron on the 6th hole.
Yeah, I think that's a great one. So when I play tournaments, I try to follow, I think Tiger's got these 5 rules. So no bogeys on par 5s, no bogeys with scoring clubs, which he calls wedges and 9 iron, no double chips, no 3 putts, and no double bogeys. So bogey on par 5, hitting in the water there, that's breaking one rule. And the other bogey was a bogey with a 9 iron. So, you know, it goes to show, like, you just got to do some of these simple things right, and you can score a lot better. So that's something I like to focus on.
I love that. That's pretty cool. All right, driver went back in, so what's your thought process?
I've got 3 wood out, laser a tree, kind of through the fairway where I'm looking at 292, so 3 wood should keep me a little bit short of that, and the hole's not too long, so I think I'll have another scoring club in.
Yeah, it's gonna be in a great spot. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kept it below.
Saucy one right there. Might actually had too much spin on it. Came back a little bit further. Also, this, like most of the greens out here, is pitched pretty heavily from back to front. But once again, same story. We've got another 10, 12 foot makeable birdie putt. And actually, because this one pulled back a bit, it's gonna be more uphill. So I think he's got a good chance here.
Curl in there.
Oh, Rob.
You thought you had that too. I thought he had it. Ah, tough break at the end, but 3 under, Brandon. Awesome job. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Good luck
Thank
the
you
rest
guys.
of the way this year, man.
Thanks.